Hey everyone, Regal Reviews here. It's Wednesday, so I've said before in my recaps, I am so disappointed with this show. It's just disgusting at this point. To recap tonight's episode, it was a Hook-centric episode and it was definitely boring. We got to see him in the past with Captain Nemo from 20 Leagues Under the Sea. We find out that Captain Nemo's first mate is his brother Liam and not the one that's dead, but the brother, his half brother, the one where he remember back when he killed his father and he left baby Liam alone. Well, Captain Nemo kind of took Liam in and kind of raised him, so he's been like a father to him. And Liam's grown up and he's grown and realizes he doesn't want revenge. But when he finds out that the person who killed his father's on board, he wants to kill Hook. But Captain Nemo, tries to convince him not to. But he also gets in the way when Liam tries to stab Hook. So, not only did Killian ruin his brother's life once, but twice. And I'm really sick of Killian because I don't get why people like him so much. He's very abusive and manipulative toward Emma. We saw last week how he took the shears and he didn't destroy them. He actually kept them. And the Queen actually guided Henry in the right direction to where he was hiding the shears and is trying to tell him that Hook may not be who he seems, that she's trying to help him. And Henry finds out that Hook was lying to him, and Henry tries to go and dispose of the shears like he was supposed to, but at one point at the docks, Hook grabs Henry, looks like pretty hard. I'm like, really? You're gonna grab him that hard? I'm like, holy cow. That would not sit well for Gina or the Queen, but of course a feminist, you just forgive Hook right away. So they're kidnapped under Liam's ship, and Hook tries to reconnect with Henry, and I believe it's a way to manipulate him in order to, have him forget what he did. And he tells about how he killed his brother Liam, and he also has Henry go back up to sea because there's only one life suit. But I believe that was like a cover story for his alibi, so people will see. So he'll tell people like, "Oh, I let Henry go. I saved his life," so they'll forget about that he actually stole the shears. So Hook has a confrontation with his brother Liam and punches him, and Liam actually reunites with Captain Nemo, which was very touching. I admit that was touching, but he Liam didn't kill Hook because he didn't want somebody to grow up with a dark heart like he did. And Hook actually tells Emma about him lying to her about the shears, and she just forgives him right away. I'm like, are you kidding me? Really? I mean, if Regina would have done this, she would have been all pissed at her and hold a grudge for the rest of the season and called her an evil queen and everything. So it was just ridiculous. We see Regina and the Queen kind of have a altercation, and no, not an altercation, but kind of like a talking to, and Zelina's all pissed at Regina because she hasn't been her first priority and everything. And you could definitely see that the Queen's manipulating Zelina's working, but that was all kind of a distraction so Snow and David could rescue Jiminy, or I should say Archie. So they go back to the Snow goes to the hospital with David and to help somebody they found from the Untold Stories. I guess they're having some problems. And she finds Belle there, and Belle's having her first ultrasound, which is a great experience for, I would assume, anyone. But she's not there with Gold. And she remembers in her dream that her son had so much hatred toward Gold, and she kind of has like mixed feelings. Like, does she want to fix that, or where does she want to go from here? And she had her ultrasound, and everything was fine. And they gave her 2 copies, and she wants to give one to Rumple, and she wants to kind of not patch things up with him, but kind of make things better between him and her son. And Rumple's pretty mad that the Queen didn't tell him about the shears, and I don't know, it kind of made him seem like, I mean, I always thought that Gold would want to split himself in half, because one would be the crocodile and one would be Gold before he became the crocodile. But it sounded like he wanted to use it on Belle. I'm like, so what does he plan on doing with Belle? I mean, wouldn't that hurt his child? And we find out what the Queen wants, for because she was talking to Gold in the shop, and she said something I've always wanted. I'm like, oh my God, does she want Gold to give her a baby? Because that would surely bring some drama into the mix, especially if her and Regina come back together. But the Queen wants Snow White's heart. So while this is happening, Belle slips the ultrasound picture underneath the door. So I'm wondering if Gold even got that. We'll have to wait and see next week. But I find this whole Queen and Gold relationship disgusting because, like I mentioned before, my ever recap, that Regina's mother, Cora, was with Gold before. And she's basically been with everyone that Cora's been with now. And the fact that there was rumors, and it still could be possible, we have no idea, that that Gold could be Regina's actual father. So I find that whole she might have had a relationship with her father thing disturbing and disgusting, and I can't believe the writers are including that in. I still can't believe that the writers are favoring Emma over Regina, and I've always said that they're not anti-adoption, but here we've seen Henry at Emma's house again, but they've confirmed in season 4 that Henry was now living with Regina, that Henry missed his house and where he grew up, and now it seems like he's all comfy cozy at Emma's house now. It's like, what the hell? Like, why is it, no matter what Regina does, it just doesn't seem to work with him, because he always goes to Emma, always favors Emma. And it just seems ridiculous to me. I'm just so annoyed at this point. And like I mentioned, the only reason I'm watching the show is because of Lana and Bex. If they weren't on here, I definitely wouldn't be watching it. I definitely think after 6 seasons, and I never thought I'd say this, but I definitely think that the show won't come back for a 7th season. I definitely think it's gone downhill and lost its magic it once had, and I definitely think it's going to sink. I really hope that the writers can actually listen to the fans for a change, and actually listen and hear what we're saying and how disappointed we are with the writing, and actually do something and fix it. So I hope you guys enjoyed Once Upon a Time tonight. If you want to check out Once Upon a Time, it is on Sundays, 8 p.m. on ABC. I hope you guys enjoyed my recap, and until next time, stay regal.